So getting involved has so many benefits. Gaining a community, friends, I need some of those, and getting to learn new things. That's why Mike Fifehouse, the CEO and Scout Executive at Scouting Colorado, is here. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm very excited for this. So, Mike, first off, mazel tov on the new role.
Excellent. Thank you. I'm excited for the opportunity.
Yeah, that's really great. So I have to ask, when did you first join the scouting community?
So if we go back a few years, to when I was in 5th grade.
Yep, just a few.
Just a few. Yep, that's when my parents got me involved in scouting. And my dad took the opportunity to become a volunteer leader with our scout troop. And I had the opportunity to progress through scouting and become an Eagle Scout.
You did become an Eagle Scout?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God, I don't know is this it? The three?
It's
3.
There you go.
I did it. Be prepared.
You were very close.
I was very close. My uncle was an Eagle Scout. Not a great story, but just wanted to share. Sure. How did that help shape who you are today? Because it really gives you like morals. I mean, it really shapes everything. Tell me.
I think the base is that set of values that scouting teaches you. Things like trustworthy, loyal, being kind, being helpful. All of those are worked into you as you go through the program, and it really sets up who you are for life, living your life by those values. And then you add on top of that the leadership experiences, the life skills that you gain, the self-confidence that you earn. Really an all-around development of the youth.
I feel like if I was in an emergency, I would just be like, who's an Eagle Scout? Who's been to scouting? Y'all know knots, and then you also know kindness. Okay, so what is this new in the scouting world? Because it's been around for a very long time.
Yes, scouting has been around since 1910. And recently here, one of the most impactful changes has been the opportunity to invite girls to be a part of all of our programs.
Bravo!
Absolutely. So I'm a fan as a father of 3 daughters.
There you go.
That's very important for me. But that's been the biggest change. It's been 7 years ago now that we invited girls to be a part of all of our programs, kindergarten through age 20.
How exciting.
Very exciting. It's been an impactful change. So we're really about serving families, moms, dads, boys, girls. We want them all involved. We want the parents to have an opportunity to be involved with their children.
Beautiful.
And volunteer and connect, raise some family time. And you don't always get that in every other activity.
No, you almost never.
Almost never.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow, I'm so glad you guys got the girls. Girls run the world. What? Okay, one thing that hasn't changed, the activities, the outreach events that you plan, how do you help continue to make those happen?
Sure. So let me share a little bit about, first of all, like you said, the programs have not changed. We still have our core programs, and they're not much different today from when we began the organization, right? Some of the things that we do has been updated to address youth today, but the core values of the organization have not changed. Stayed the same. Let me share one example with you. This past summer, we partnered with some community organizations like DPS, Girls Inc., Denver Rescue Mission, and took a group of kids and gave them the opportunity to go to our Scout Ranch down in Elbert County. Whoa. So these youth had an opportunity to experience adventure in the outdoors, disconnect from technology a little bit.
Oh, thank God.
Do things like horseback riding, climbing, rappelling, many of them for the first time in their lives. So an incredible experience for these youth. It was all in that partnership, part of a free opportunity that we gave them. So something that will likely last with them for their entire lives.
For sure. And some might go into that because of that experience.
Absolutely.
If you haven't experienced it, you have no idea. How can people get involved? There's a fundraiser.
Correct.
Tell me about that and how people can get involved in this.
Great question.
Thank you.
One thing we do is we make sure that we have fundraising opportunities throughout our community, and our largest event of the year is called our Sports Breakfast. It's coming up here on February 23rd. It's a community event where our keynote speaker, our guest this year, will be Garrett Bowles.
Ooh.
So great connection with our Denver Broncos.
Broncos!
This year.
Sorry. Yep.
That's all right. But it's a morning breakfast. It's a wonderful opportunity to be a part of the community, to help support scouting, and really generate some of the funds to do things like we did with that community outreach effort.
Which is so vital. You should have cereal bowls.
There you go.
Cereal bowls. You know what I mean? Okay. They're not going to do that. So say someone at home right now is thinking, man, I want to sign up my kiddo to join a troop, or I want as a parent to sort of get involved, or as a non-parent to get involved. How does one do that?
The best way to do that is through our website, scoutingcolorado.org. Right at the top, you'll see information on joining, and you can fill out a simple form and get connected with us. We'll work with your family to find the best local scout group for you.
Oh, wow.
The information about that Sports Breakfast fundraiser is on there as well, so feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to connect.
That's awesome. This is like one of the last bastions of non-technology for children that's around, you know what I mean? Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Very important. Okay, guys, mark your calendars for February 23rd. I'm going to be their MC next year. I'm kidding. That's when the annual Sports Breakfast fundraiser is. You can reserve your spot now at scoutingcolorado.org. While you're there, you can also learn more about signing someone up for a troop, and we will all be there. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.